everybody, it's Izzy back with a new video. I'm going to today be reviewing the new Candid Revlon foundation along with the new Candid Revlon powder that goes with it. I would have bought the concealer with it, but I couldn't find a shade that was light enough for me that I liked. They were more of like a yellow toned and it was kind of darker, and I like a really bright under eye, so I ended up not getting that. But I am going to be reviewing these two things and doing a little wear test to see how they wear throughout the day. So I think this foundation has been out for about 4 months, but I've been seeing all kinds of ads for it on Snapchat and on Facebook, and it's just been kind of, you know, pressed in my face and with marketing. And so I'm going to be trying it out for the first time and letting you guys know what my opinions are and how I like it and how it wears on my face. Like I said before, I am more oily on my T-zone and my cheeks are a little bit dry. So I have combination skin, so we'll kind of see how that works with that. I did put moisturizer on, I did a Mario Badescu spray, and then I did put sunscreen on my face. So that is what I do to prime, and that's what I've been doing to prime. So that's my normal routine, so we'll see how they compare. I already did my eyes off of camera, and we'll see how this foundation and powder wears. I looked it all up on my laptop, my handy dandy laptop here, and it is the Photo Ready Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation. On the bottle directly, it says this foundation is a medium buildable coverage, no harsh ingredients, anti-pollution, antioxidant, anti-blue light, and oil-free. Now, it doesn't say on the website which I should use for it, a beauty blender or a foundation brush. So I'm going to be using both. Ultimately, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. foundation brush to apply it. I'm going to be using my pure flat top foundation brush that looks like this to blend it out, and then to further blend it out, I'm going to be using my Sophia Kashuk beauty blender. I hope I got the right shade. I got the shade 130, and I kind of had to hold it up because I was in a Rite Aid, and so I wasn't able to be like Sephora and, you know, test it all out and stuff like that. So I'm going to shake it up really good like I always do, but let's see if I got the right shade. So that's what it came out looking like. It did say that this foundation was moisturizing. A little difficult to come out of the bottle. And this is brand new, so that shouldn't happen. Okay. So it doesn't look that crazy. It doesn't really smell like anything. It doesn't smell like sunscreen, or it doesn't smell like moisturizer, like the weird skincare smell. It doesn't smell like anything, so that's really good. A lot of people don't like when they're putting their foundation on, especially because it's so close to your nose all the time. That's just like constantly there on your face. A lot of people really don't like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this applies. Let's see how good I got it. It's actually not that bad. I'm a sucker for blended foundation. It's actually really, really nice. It didn't matte down, and it did say that it was a natural finish. So it actually looks really good. I actually really like it. So let's keep going. I do have oilier skin, and this is oil-free, so hopefully that makes it stay longer. It doesn't just glide off like the other foundations I've done. Now I'm just going in just a little bit at a time. You saw what I had before, and so I'm just kind of like choosing from right here, just a little bit, and spreading it evenly around. I like doing my face foundation like this just because I feel like it makes everything extremely blended, and it's just an easier way to do it versus putting all the product on your face and then it just feels like a lot on your face. Besides, I really like the natural finish anyways, and I feel like when you just apply it directly to your face with a beauty blender, or even just like applying it like this to your face, that it starts to look very cakey and not natural anymore. But I really like this foundation. just by looking at it. It looks very, very natural. You can't really tell that I have much on. It does look a little shiny, but it is supposed to be a natural finish, and I would think that more of a natural finish would have a little bit less shine to it. I didn't even really need to blend it down to my neck, because look how good it matched. I'm so proud of myself right now. I never can match my foundation. I literally just went to a class about how to match my foundation. Maybe that helped. That was from my last video, so if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, my Sephora class, and learned how to match my foundation right. Apparently it helps. Okay, I'm really liking this foundation so far. It is true to its word. It does have a natural finish. I couldn't find anywhere what skin it mostly goes towards, but I'm assuming more normal to dry, just because it said it was oil free, and that's usually what happens when you don't want it to be based on oily skin. I like how it's applying. I like how it looks. It's very lightweight. I can't really feel that anything's on my face right now, which is really nice. It feels like it covered all my pores and made my skin look very smooth and seamless. I really like the finish. It's doing a really good job of evening my skin tone, which I really like. And I usually have bigger pores on my nose and my forehead and my chin, so my T-zone, and you can't see them at all. It does feel a little bit like wet still, like it's not really drying down. But hopefully that's okay, and that over time when I'm doing my little check-ins for my wear test, that it will stay on my face. So before I go in with the Revlon Candid powder, I'm going to do my concealer, my cream concealer, and then also my LA Girl Pro Concealer for my contour. So let me just go ahead and do that really quick, and then we will go back. I did go in also with the ColourPop concealer that I have been liking. It's a pretty like natural light concealer. It's not super heavy like Tarte Shape Tape is, but I actually thought that the Tarte Shape Tape was a little bit darker than I would like my concealer to be with this, and so I went in with the shade Light 12 for the ColourPop concealer. So it does say that this is the Photo Ready Candid Anti-Pollution Setting Powder. It comes in 3 different shades. It's 1, 2, and 3. I got 1, and apparently on the website it says that it is translucent. It has a little almost like a second like mess-free container, which is really cool that I like. With this, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. pointed powder brush. I would definitely suggest getting this. I think it's about $6 at Target, but it's a really nice fluffy powder brush, so I would definitely recommend this. I think I'm going to just leave this open and try to pick some of the powder up. So there's just a little bit of the powder. I'm going to kind of swirl mine in it, take off some excess powder, and then go ahead and go in to the places that crease the most. I'm seeing when I do this that it is almost taking some product off, so I don't know if that's the brush or if that's just because the foundation didn't really dry down. Like I was saying before, the foundation doesn't really fully dry down. It almost feels very wet on the skin. On the cheeks, I saw that it did move a little bit, and that's maybe not the best. I am making sure that I don't push and drag any of the powder or this brush on my skin so it doesn't move the foundation, and it still did a little bit. Not really sure how to get the powder out, if I'm going to be quite honest. ultimately, I would say that I really like these foundation and powder together. It did leave my skin feeling really nice. It feels very lightweight. It doesn't feel like I really have that much foundation on, even though you saw that I kind of covered my whole face with foundation. We'll check in a little bit later, just throughout the hours, just to see how it's wearing and how it's testing on my skin. I have a feeling that because it didn't really dry down all the way and that it was kind of a more natural finish that almost seemed a little bit oily when it wasn't, that it is going to slip around a lot and it is going to move around and maybe miss certain spots. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that, especially under my eyes and around my nose. I will go ahead and see you guys in the next clip when I am fully reviewing it within the next hour or two, just to see how it wears. So it has been an hour. I changed my location. Obviously I'm in a different part of my house. It still looks really good actually. It's definitely blurring my pores and it's staying on pretty well. The powder looks really nice actually, and it makes my skin look really good. I haven't seen any creasing really in the areas that I was wanting to watch for, but it looks pretty good so far. So 1 hour down and A+ to Revlon Candid foundation and powder. Hi everybody, I am back 4 hours later. The foundation still looks amazing. I mean, I really like it. It did move a little bit around my lips, and that's always happened with me for some reason. I think maybe just I have oil right here, or I don't know, you can see it's kind of lighter once it gets to right here. This is looking a little bit patchy right here, my oily spots. It's looking just a little bit patchy, like it's going to start moving eventually, just not right now. But ultimately, I think I really like this foundation. Again, do not get this if you want a super full coverage. It is a medium coverage, but it does build up. Ultimately, my full review after a 4-hour wear test, not very long, but enough to just see how if it's gonna move or if it's gonna not go with my skin, if it's gonna be patchy or anything like that. My final review is that I actually really like this foundation, and I would definitely suggest it if you don't want something super full coverage and you don't want to have something where you can feel it on your face. This is 100% a very light foundation. You can't really feel like there's anything on your face, but it does not give a super full coverage. So if you're looking for both, then this isn't the foundation for you. But if you are looking for almost like a summertime, go outside, more natural finish, natural like dewy type of look, then I would definitely suggest getting this foundation. I hope you guys liked this video. I really enjoyed filming it for you guys. The foundation, all in all, I found a new foundation that I really love and that I'm definitely going to be using in the summertime. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a big like. Leave a comment down below what you would like to see next or any new products that you would like to see me review. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at MUAIzzy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.